If you were to go with the traditional definition of pacifism, which is to say opposition and intolerance to all form of violence, then I would say that I'm not a pacifist. I would take a step further and say I'm opposed to it in that regard. I consider myself anti-war. I'm against the war-driven foreign policies of even men like John Bolton and war criminals like George W. Bush. I strongly oppose wars prompted by neoconservatives and Zionists for corporate and state greed. But I do believe there's a time when an individual or a nation should put their foot down and say enough is enough. There's nothing wrong with self-defense or the defense of the innocent. There's nothing wrong with a military intervention for the sake of sovereign integrity. Where I draw the red line is with preemptive attacks. I find the statement, preemptive attack is a form of defensive tactic, to be an oxymoron. A defensive tactic is only initiated in retaliation to an act of hostility, but a preemptive attack is an act of aggression in itself. How is it possible to defend yourself? By attacking someone who has not attacked you. Pure pacifism in all aspects is a cure idea in theory, but unrealistic in practice. Some may point to the likes of Martin Luther King and Gandhi, who both taught non-violence in all aspects of life to proper pacifism. But if you study their stories from objective perspectives, you find that the Wikipedia histories of both men don't ring true to the reality, as Gandhi, who preceded Martin Luther King, was in support of World War I, while Martin Luther King was a communist who supported Vladimir Lenin, the architect of the Red Terror that led to the death of countless souls in the Soviet Union. If you have a bully standing before you, stand up to him, but don't do so preemptively or become a bully yourself as a form of defense, but neither allow yourself to be pushed around. Pacifism on the surface seems like an ideal ideology for all, but its pure form is unapplicable in the current world we live in. But rather our own poor style of application is the best suit.